Oh, I should have put my... I should put my lashes back on. Oh, am I rotating it? Oh. Since I have the magnetic lash glue on my eyelids, my liner looks super glossy. I should have took some pictures while I had my makeup on. I took some videos, but I didn't take any pictures. Also, I'm not gonna be able to use that same eyelash glue tomorrow. I don't have it anymore. It ran out. So I'm gonna have to use, I bought some, like, normal eyelash glue, which I guess I could use with my magnetic lashes. Like, it's just a little different, you know. Though it probably will work better, to be honest. That stuff's pretty good. It's just, it's nice to not have to, like, you could adjust it. Like, if it's wrong, you could adjust it. But with normal glue, like, it's more of a hassle to do that. But I'm watching Harry Potter right now. I'm already, like, I mean, I don't know why I made this live. I guess I was just trying to see if anyone was necessarily awake at this time. But I am in a different area, so, you know, like, it's probably gonna be different people watching now. But oh, I'm gonna dye my hair tomorrow, though, for sure. I was gonna dye it tonight, and then I decided to put on makeup, so that was kind of dumb. I should have just went, because especially since I told the person I was with, like, I'm not going to, like, put on makeup, and they were like, okay, fine. They went and did whatever, and then I was like, well, maybe I will put on makeup and go outside, but then that was dumb, because basically I lied to them. I really just changed my mind. That was it. Well, what am I gonna cook for you? I'm not at home right now. What am I gonna cook for you? Um, when I get home, I need to make lentil soup. Most likely, lentil soup will be the next thing I cook. Well, actually, before that, I bought all the ingredients for a, um, I bought all the ingredients for a, raspberry spinach, or, how do you turn this on? Okay. I bought all the ingredients for a raspberry spinach salad. Where am I from? America. Hi, Mom. Hi. I'm your mom. Thank you. My number's very good. Thank you. Well, this is not like good lighting, but I'm in bed, so that's all. that I care about. I need to take off my makeup soon. I took off my eyelashes, but let's have my contacts in too. Yeah, it's kind of crazy right now. What's going on in my life? Well, it's actually not that bad. I actually don't think I'm doing anything like extra. Um, but it's more like I don't know what the other people in my life are doing right now. Like, I think I'm pretty centered and I'm totally fine, but I'm attracting people who are kind of chaotic, so that makes me question myself because it's like, well, okay, if I'm feeling all grounded finally and I'm like doing okay and my health has recovered and all that kind of stuff, why are chaotic people all of a sudden like popping up in my life right now? But shave my forehead. Why shave my forehead? I sometimes shave my face, yeah. But I mean, like, the forehead's kind of a random place to ask me to shave. Um, why would you shave your forehead? Very tired. This is me in better lighting. This is me. I'm in a hotel right now. This is me in too much lighting. Uh, yeah, see? That's me. Here's I am in the bathroom. These are my pajamas. My stuff all caught up in my crap. Oh. I guess I could sit over here. This is probably better. It's like not, it's me relaxing, but it's not me laying down. Or I'm reclining. Yeah, that's a better word. Yeah. I look lost? No, I'm not lost. I know where I am. I'm tired. I'm tired, but it didn't really, like, we had a very late start today, so it's like we finally got here at like 8:30. So we were supposed to be here at 5. So we were 3.5 hours late. So that's kind of hard. So today was kind of wasted. Well, not really wasted. It's okay. We're here for 3 days. So tomorrow's probably gonna be better. I was gonna dye my hair. Maybe I'll do that after. Well, no, I kind of want to just go to bed after. Maybe I'll dye it tomorrow. I don't know. It's so random. But you know. What time is it where you're at? ちの光とともに償いを背負った迷い子のように行き先さえわからずに届かない祈りの中で祈りの中で何を信じればいいの深く落ちてゆけば伸ばしたこの腕の先にI don't know, the chorus changes a bit. I don't remember what was the first one. 君が消えるか君が見えるかもう忘れてしまったな。今ちょっと脳の回路が遅くなって眠いからね。I'm so tired right now, so I'm not thinking. I'm getting there. I'm getting tired enough to where I might just go to bed in like 10 minutes or something. What's another song that I know? I'm trying to think, like all the songs that I know, like all the songs that I know the lyrics of, they're all sad songs. So I don't really want to sing them right now because they'd be too sad. Unconditionally, I will love you unconditionally. There is no fear now. Go on and just be free. I will love you unconditionally. Yes. I don't know why I was like Silent Night. That's a Christmas song. I don't want to sing a Christmas song. Let's see. I know a lot of like musical songs. Let's think. What would it be one? Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Nah, I don't like that one. Let me think. Elizabeth, 今はこその夜読みの世界へ向かえよう。この後ね、何があるの？I should probably just like wash my face now, but I feel like I went through the effort of putting on makeup and I want my money to, because I didn't win at the slot. So I'm like, at least the makeup's gonna be something. I think with it's been a long time now since I've seen you smile, and I'll gamble away my fright, and I'll gamble away my time. Hi, Neil. Ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum. I think. Trying to think of a song that I know. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. I forgot the lyrics already, but okay. Okay. Alright, first of all, I gotta pick like a musical. Then I can pick a song from that musical. Let's see. Happy talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. If you don't have a dream, and you don't have a dream, how you gonna make a dream come true? Japanese one. 踊るなら選んだ相手と踊りたい時に好きな音楽で踊るならこの世終わるその時でもただ一人愛する人とWhat's another song? I'm running blank. I don't even know. Oh, he just said hi and bye. He's like, I don't have time for karaoke. That's not go to. I know like Hana Mitsuki. Wait. Okay. 空を押し上げて手を伸ばす君5月のことどうか来てほしい水着を撫できてほしいつぼみをあげよう庭の花水木薄紅色の可愛い君のね果てない夢がちゃんと止まりますように君と好きな日 Oh god, I broke. That's okay. I don't have water. I can't think of anything to sing. I think I sang all the songs that I know. Hi, JJ. I know more songs than that though. I gotta think of another one. I don't fuck with you. You stupid ass bitch, I don't fuck with you. I don't give a what was the one? There was one that there was one that I recently liked. Wait, what was it called? I don't remember at all. Shit. Then there's all like the Eurovision songs, and I have absolutely no idea. I'm in love with a fairy tale, even though 'Cause I don't care if I lose my mind. I'm already cursed. Okay. Years ago, when I was younger, I kinda liked a guy new. He was mine, and we were sweethearts. That was then, but then it's true. I'm in love with a fairy tale, even though it hurts. 'Cause I don't care if I lose my mind. I'm already cursed. I really wish I could play the violin. I could play the piano. I don't know the fucking violin. I hate that. I asked my mom. I wanted to play the violin. Not only, but she like told me that I had to learn the piano because reasons. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll learn the piano. But this is the main point that I was trying to make with the violin. She never let me practice the piano, and the piano is a stationary instrument, right? Like it's like wherever you place it, that's like the people come to the piano. People don't, just has to be there, right? But with a violin, though, you could take it wherever you go. You could, so if because her big thing was like, don't play piano while I'm watching my TV, whatever. And I was like, well, when am I supposed to practice? And it's like, you could practice afterwards. And it's like, but I had homework and shit. So, like, it was always, like, it was dumb. She would complain that I wasn't practicing enough, but then wouldn't let me practice. So I don't know what her issue was. And so then I became behind in my homework and my piano homework. So, like, it was dumb. And this just reinforced my belief that it would have been better if I learned violin, because then I could practice in my own time and everything like that. Like I wouldn't have to, like it's not like because there's if there was some way I could, take the piano with me and like go somewhere, then I would have, because if that was possible, then I would have no excuse. But in fact, pianos are very heavy and cannot be taken places easily, let's say. She should have let me play the freaking violin, especially since she was paying for the lessons. Like, what was the point? What was the point of paying for lessons and then not letting the person study or practice? It's weird. I didn't understand it. But a lot of things my mom did not make any sense. So I'm in love with a fairy tale, even though it hurts. I don't care if I lose my mind. I'm already cursed. What's another song? I think I'll go to bed once it's been like a full hour of streaming. Then I'll go to bed. I have to think of other. Like, I'm surprised I remembered the lyrics of that song. So, let's see. Oh no, did I get too close? Oh, did I almost see What's really on the inside? Take all good. Oh, I don't remember it. See, I like that song so much. Like I always said, like if I ever got married, I would want that song to be my like wedding song or whatever. But I don't even remember the damn lyrics. Other than unconditional, unconditionally, I will love you unconditionally. There is no fear now. Go on and just be free. I will love you unconditionally. Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to think of other songs. I want to sing like a musical song, but for whatever reason, those aren't popping into my head right now. Okay. I don't know why Oklahoma came. That has like the worst songs in it. I hate Oklahoma. Okay, what's my favorite musical? Oh, Hello Dolly came into my. Okay, wait. Hello Dolly, do 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 no 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 no. I don't remember the lyrics to it. Also, the parade one was pretty good, but it was very like what's the song that they sing in Wally? That Barnaby or no Barnaby's the old guy, isn't it? No wait, Barnaby's the they had like the craziest names like Barnaby and what was the other guy's name? Matthias or something? I don't remember what his name. Timothy and Barnaby. I don't know. They were little nerdy dudes. It was like something about like it takes a moment or something like that. Okay, I don't remember. Okay, I really like Dolly. I feel like Dolly, Hello Dolly. Okay. There's like musicals and stuff that have like a good story, like it was well written, right? And then there's like the musicality of like the story, right? Like how good the composer did on the stuff and how well did everybody dance, like like the performative aspect of it, right? um Hello Dolly has like a weird storyline, right? But they did so well at making like the songs and the especially the dance numbers. I feel like people really knew how to dance back in the day. Like they they put like oh, there was this one woman that like I was watching one of those AI videos where they showed like the old ladies turning back into their younger selves, and I saw this like one, I don't know, I guess 50, like 1950s actress or something. Um, I want to say it's part of Singing in the Rain, but I don't think that was what it was about. But but anyway, like no, I was very captivated by it, and I was like, and like I even listened to like the behind the scenes interviews and stuff like that, and how much they practiced that, how much they like really perfected that whole scene and everything. And that, like, I could understand why, because like she really captured me right when I saw her, like even before she transformed into a younger woman or whatever. But I don't know, she just had like a, I guess, that je ne sais quoi about her. She was very interesting, and they chose her for like this one number with like a flapper or whatever. And there's like kind of like a narrative thing about it too. Like she was like a gangster's boss or something, and this one random dude wanted to dance with her, and so she's like dancing with him while she's like smoking one of those long, like the cigarettes on a stick, kind of thing. And I don't know, it's really like it's I think it's hot even for nowadays. Like it was really nice and really well done. But okay, so like another one that's kind of like kind of shitty story, but like really good composer wise, more modern, right? Is The Greatest Showman. I mean, it's a movie, right? Well, yeah, no, those ones are movies too, but um they went all out on like the on like I think they knew because like the real story of the Barnum and Bailey's circus is like really bad. Like I think so they had to like do like extra on the PR for this because it's like any historian was going to like knock it down, right? So they were like, well, we gotta make like the best like music, like it has to be like the utmost musicality, has to be all the way up music max this shit, dance perform max, all the extras. They were like, we need to make this a really good musical, and they did. Like all those songs are real bangers. I wasn't into music, High School Musical. I didn't care about that shit. Oh yeah, the Phantom of the Opera. I was really into Phantom of the Opera. And sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, that voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? For now I find the phantom of the opera is there inside my mind. That's a creepy story too. It's basically about like this old deformed pedophile following this very like PTS, like this girl has like her dad died, and she's trying to figure out how to cope with it, and this like creeper totally takes advantage of her, and like you know that's how it always goes. That shit almost happened to me too. My therapist like tried to hit on me when my grandpa was dying. But, I snapped out of it pretty quickly before he could do anything. I reported his ass because I'm not as, like, that's like the most vulnerable time of my life, and motherfucker was trying to take advantage of me. It's like, of course, because people are shit. But, it is what it is. Like, at least nothing bad happened to me. Like, it always could have been worse, right? It's always there's always a worser story in life. It's like although like that hangover meme like but did you die? Like I mean like that's not always like like I'm not trying to minimize anybody's like trauma or anything like that. I'm especially not trying to minimize my own. But like it's been a long time, so I have perspective now. Uh, Ew. I thought I had a hair in my mouth, but it's freaking nasty shit. I bought a tongue scraper, so I'm gonna probably scrape my tongue. I didn't bring my freaking toothbrush, so GG. I brought. You know what? I think I had my toothbrush and then um I took it out and I forgot to put it back in. So I think that's what happened there. But they say that bad breath is actually on the tongue more, so maybe it is good that I at least brought my tongue scraper. But it is disgusting, so sorry about that. Well, it's because I've only had... The reason why there's like a buildup there is because like I've only eaten sugary foods today. No, wait, no, I had Panda. I had Panda Express before coming here, so... Good thing, too, right? Because we came so late. If I didn't eat before coming here, like, I'd have been really hungry by now. But yeah, this is just like weird. Look at all the gray. Like, yeah, look at how much gray. I'm getting like bald. I'm an old lady. I actually had gray since I was 17. So, I mean, like, not this much, obviously. But I started graying when I was like 17. So that's kind of like bad luck as far as the genes go. But actually, now looking back, I think like some of it was because I was like stressed the fuck out from my family and everything like that. Like, I think I'm too old for it to like revert back to being um brown again. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe there's treatments. I don't know. The algorithm keeps on pushing all these like stem cell treatments for like hair growth and hair restoration and the moxazole, or I don't know. There's like gummies that you could take now for like a light version of like the medication that allows your hair to grow or whatever. I was like, maybe I will consider that, because like a gummy is not very hard to, incorporate in your daily uh, habits or whatever. So I'm like, maybe I will buy those gummies later down the road, give it a go. Like, I don't know if you need a prescription for it, so that's kind of the downside there. But anyway, what's another song that I know? Um, um, yeah, I probably need to wash my face or something by now. I don't know. I love this eye that I did. I did this so well today, and then this one's was like fucked up. Like, you could even, like, I had the eyelashes on, so like you couldn't tell. Like, they both look okay, I guess. But I mean, like, now that they're off, you could see like this side's good, and this. It's always one side is good and one side's off. I always look like Clockwork Orange all the fucking time. Um. Oh yeah. I'm just like sad now. I'm not sad. I'm not sad. It's just like, yeah, it kind of sucks. We should have been here like 3 hours earlier, and then we could have done more stuff. Well, he's gambling, but I don't want to spend my whole time down there. I want to go to like the buffet or something. I don't think it. I don't think we're going to the buffet tomorrow. But we're probably just gonna go to the little diner thingy, and that's fine. That is also fine. I don't give a shit. But um, I don't know. I know that I'm like kind of fucking with my ex a little bit, because I don't know. I'm trying to maintain like a friendship with him of some sort, and like kind of show that there's no hard feelings. But maybe it's kind of messing with him or something. Like, he tried calling me tonight, and I was like, I don't know if it's for a good reason or a bad reason. And that's what I don't like about it, because it's like, I don't know where I stand with him at, like, even when we were like seeing each other, because it was like random, like this shit. Like, guys are too like not flippant. What's the word? They just don't think about other people very much. So it's like, and then they like blame all the issues on you. So it's like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that you don't communicate. And I mean, like, okay, yeah, and like, especially like, you can't use the excuse that your first language is not English, blah blah blah. I have talked to people who could barely talk English, but they put in the effort to try and communicate whatever the fuck that's going on in their mind. They don't just assume. because that's like, it doesn't matter if like both of our languages are English, like, you know, ass- assuming makes an ass out of you and me. Like, that's always been true. It's like, you just kind of go about just taking things for granted. Like, it's not even like, yeah, it's not even assuming. Taking things for granted, right? Taking things for granted is always a bad idea. I mean, but like, we're kind of like teaching everybody to do this for like, I don't know, manifestation purposes, like, you know, but it's not a good way to act towards people, right? Like, yeah, okay, if you want to manifest like a Ferrari, or I don't know, like a horse. Like, I don't know, you shouldn't treat a horse bad either, but like some random thing, right? But like, human relationships should not be conducted in such a way, even if it's like, oh, like this person's like hyper manifestation, they're like a fucking nepo baby, or no, I don't know, like they're just like a ultra millionaire entrepreneur, whatever, blah 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 blah. Doesn't matter. If you treat people like shit, it's not good. It doesn't matter who you are. If you treat people like shit, it's not good. Like, I've been with dudes. Okay, like, listen, let me just say this. My first boyfriend was an acupuncturist for like famous, like a physiotherapist for like boxers and stuff. He lives in fucking the Netherlands right now. Like I have like a lot of the like, and I hate, I don't like that I'm this person, but I'm gonna admit that I am this person. I'm the person who is like, oh, I know somebody interesting, and that while I'm not very interesting, I'm interesting a little bit, but not to the extent of some of the people that I tried. But it's like all these motivational speak, or it's like, the five people you hang out with, you're gonna become them. So doesn't it make sense to go seek out people who are like, on the higher up, right? Like, I mean, the fucking Andrew Tate dudes already think that women are like hypergamist or whatever, and like have like this red pill whatever personality around it. I'm not even to that extreme. First of all, I'm not pretty enough to be to that extreme, but even when I was younger and prettier enough to be that, I wasn't that. I wasn't that. I just happened to like this guy. Like, I didn't even give a shit what his like profession was. I just liked him. But I noticed that I have a kind of innate like for dudes who have skill sets. Um, but it's kind of hard, because like when there's two like very intelligent, because I do think that I am intelligent, but like, what was I gonna say, like, I've had a lot of like emotional disturbances that has always been in the way of that. Because first of all, like, I was gaslit a lot when I was younger, and I went through a lot of like different reactive abuse kind of things in the past. So, it makes you question yourself. It makes you feel like, like you're not doing right. You're not, like, even though you could clearly see, like, because I'm an INTJ, right? I can formulate really good plans. And I always question, like, why can't I execute them? Like, I mean, like, they don't seem like they're thorough plans. Why aren't they working out? And that's why I realized the people around me were sabotaging me. They were making me feel inferior to them, even though and to be honest, I never felt superior to them. I never felt that way, but I think they felt, because I did have those qualities in my personhood. I think they felt intimidated, and so felt like they needed to, like, punish me for that, which is fucked up. I mean, like, I'm not the only one. Like, I'm not like trying to say, oh, I had it worse. No, there's lots of people who have this same story, and it's so sad because, like, when you're in the thick of it, and I had people, like, I had friends that I knew for years or whatever, well, pen pals, right? People from other countries would tell me, like, yeah, I don't think that's, like, it always takes somebody, like, it always takes, like, a third person, like a third party to kind of let you know what's going on in the situation because like when you're in the thick of it you don't see all of like you don't see the forest for the trees kind of thing. um but they would always tell me like, yeah, no, that wasn't right, this is not. And my dumbass would like defend my family members. My dumbass would defend all these people, or even like question them, or like like whatever. But it's like no, they were making like fair ass observations, and it wasn't like I just had like one, kind of gnarly hater. It was like several people who were telling me the exact same thing. So it was like, I was being ignorant for the sake of loyalty, which is the dumbest thing to do. Um, I just learned the meaning. Okay, so you know how flowers have meanings, like, they have hidden meanings to them. Like if you give somebody like a daffodil or something like that. Apparently, wisteria. I really love wisteria. It's a beautiful, beautiful flower. But the meaning of it is actually pretty sad, and it fits this situation perfectly. It represents loyalty or love that is too persistent to the point of detriment. So, like, I wouldn't say it's an obsession, but it's like that undying loyalty, or like, is that loyalty, but like at what cost, so kind of thing. It's like you're gonna die for just because of this person, or just being loyal to a cause that maybe it's not even in your best interest, technically. I've had times like that. I'm actually a really super loyal person uh, at the start, right? But as I've gotten older, as I talk to different types of people, it's like, that's so fucking rare. Like, people aren't really like that. But the sad thing is, though, the people who, I don't want to say, like, cheating is, like, the ultimate, like, because it's either that's gonna happen or like divorce, or like it is a very very good relationship but then somebody gets like cancer or like gets in a car crash, or, something bad happens to them. It's like out of all these scenarios, like which is the worst one? Like I'd say it's the fucking death one, so sometimes it's like, might as well separate before that happens. Especially like if you have like, I don't know. See, this is the thing, and this is why I'm like really fucked up right now, because like with my ex calling me and stuff like that. But I mean, like, I was trying to keep a friendship with him, so it's my fault too, right? But the fact that he called me to like, cause we haven't talked enough, like a few days, or like, we're not like constantly talking or whatever. And the fact that he called me like at fucking midnight, I didn't have my ringer on, so I didn't see. But I don't know, like, even if I knew that he called me, should I have answered? I don't think so. I don't think so. But we always like, he's crazy as fuck, right? Like, he's just a crazy ass person. Um, but I think we have like we definitely had like a trauma bond thing, but I think we also had like, but see, this is the thing, right? A lot of like spiritual shit is connected to trauma and stuff like that. And I could see him, like I knew him already. Like I felt him, and then also like, was it this Sabina Spielman or whatever? Like she talks about like the death. What is it? like the death impulse, or like I don't know what it is. As like a counter to like Freud's libido thing, where it's like I don't know, women are attracted to death or something, or like uh no, that's not a very good that's not a good it's not an analogy, but it's not a good explanation of that. Like, first of all, I haven't really read it all the way, but it's like there's like this like it's more on like the psychological end, right? Because they were all psychologists, right? So it's like she was saying that there's like kind of this innate, not draw, but this innate um I want to know what the actual word is in English. The the death, well, the death theory? No, it wasn't the death theory. I know if I go like try and look on Google for it, it's not gonna like the live is probably gonna end. The the death um like the death compulsion or something. Oh, the death drive. I think it's the death drive because like libido is like a drive, right? The libido drive or whatever for Freud or whatever. But she kind of argued that along with that, along with like the life and the creativeness and like all the positives that come from the libido, right? That's not like it is from like a sexual place, but like also like creativity comes from this place, right? They all pull from the ether. That's what it is, and that's what Carl Jung was about. He was like, well, I don't think it's just like sex and creativity. I think it's a little bit more than that. I think it kind of goes into the divine. It's like there's a spiritual component there. And Freud was like, shut your fucking face. Like if we get to that point, we're gonna like lose people. So shut the fuck up. And he's like, I'm not gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go and do my shit and become better than you. So, like that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. And then Sabina was like, Carl Jung's I'm his patient, but he's fucking me, and giving me all the kinkiest sex in the world. Uh, she goes and tells Jung's superior, who is Freud at the time, and he's like, the fuck, woman, like you done lost your mind. And she's like, I did not lose my mind. And then so Freud goes up to Carl Jung and he's like, is this bitch for real? Like, are you doing all this shit? And he's like, nah, no, she's crazy, bro. She's dead ass crazy. So then Freud is like, no, you need to calm down, woman. You need to take your meds and calm down. But then after like a few months, he found out that she was actually telling the truth, and that she had to go back to Carl Jung and was like, you better tell your teacher that like what went down. Otherwise, like she like basically blackmailed him in order to get to become a psychiatrist herself, which is like, this is when I learned that, like, because I really like was super into psychology, like in the earlier stages of my life, and I was just like, nah, it's about as corrupt as everything else. Like the cops, the military, like all of that shit, it's all fucking corrupt as shit. I thought psychology was like a kind of, not a saving grace, but a place that could, a little bit more dignity could have been had, but it's actually even more corrupt than that. But it's but I do believe that there is a spiritual component. So I'm on board with whatever Carl Jung was going on about. He was like obsessed with like schizophrenic people because his mom was like schizophrenic, or I don't know. She had some really, well, I mean, I think that's it too, right? He was like, well, this is very like erratic and bizarre behavior, but there seems to be like an underlying connection between what these, quote unquote crazy people are doing and like other events. So that was his introverted intuition kick again. He saw the patterns of what people were doing, and he wanted to study it in order to like kind of basically make a road map to what all this stuff meant, like I don't know. Well, I don't know what his like. I did read his like bibliographies and his correspondence notes, and I read a lot of different stuff that he did in the past, but I don't. That was like a long time ago, so I don't remember it by heart anymore. Um, but like he was like, well, this is interesting. Let's study it. He was actually kind of pompous. Like I'm not gonna lie, like, cause like he got off of the fact that like his wife was like a rich woman. Like he just kind of lived off of her, and but then he like it's like he didn't make enough. Like he didn't make a lot of money himself, but he was like I don't know. He thought of himself superior in certain ways. Which is typical of men back at like I mean men feel that way anyway nowadays, but they kind of hide it or feel a little ashamed about feeling that way. Back in the old days, men just paraded around like that and they had no shame about it. Shame was not a thing for them. It's not really a shame for them even nowadays, but like they have to at least put a front on, as far as that goes. Uh, but yeah. So, where was I going? Oh yeah, so Sabina basically blackmailed Carl Jung into like, she's like, I am not gonna be some like random ass mistress to you. I want to be a fucking psychologist myself, and you're gonna have me study under Freud because he's the one that taught you, and on top of that, we're both Jews, so we probably would vibe anyway. And he was like, bet, go have a blast. I don't give a shit anymore. He went and found another mistress named, what was her name? I was thinking like Violet, or her last name was Wolf. I remember that. Violet Wolf? I don't know. But she was basically like she was like a copy of, like, she was like a sad imitation of fucking Sabina. And a lot of people recognize her more than Sabina, which is crazy. I think it's because she like totally like accepted the mistress role, where Sabina was like using it as a way to climb the ladder, which I think was more fucking smart, in my opinion. Um, but it did end like she did eventually end up in the internment camps and all that kind of stuff back in those days. That sucks. Like, I think those internment camps are basically, like, all internment camps, right? Are just brain drains, because, like, who did they lock up? They locked up fucking doctors, psychologists, really, like, look at the movie The Pianist. They were just, like, elevating, right? And this has happened to the Jews, like, all, like, well, not just Jewish people, a lot of different types of people, when they like start really exceeding at something, like they exceed, like all of their members are like high grade, then people like, like, we gotta cut the fat, we gotta like humble them motherfuckers and stuff, but like I do it in the most brutal way, which is like genocide, or or torture or something. I don't know. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up. Like that Viktor Frankl shit is like traumatizing, right? Because it's like he convinced the people who were being tortured and raped and all, like, all, well, I guess I have to say rape, whatever. Um, all these people suffering, let's just say, to continue living their lives. And I mean, for some of them, I mean, the ones that managed to get out of there, then maybe for those ones, maybe he did good. But some of those people were like tortured and experimented on till the day they died. And I don't think it was necessarily a kindness. to keep them going if that was the case, you know, like, especially when they got to the point where they knew that it would be better to die, you know. Um, in those situations, yeah, it is. I think, like, you know, mercy killing is a good thing. But, like, I don't believe in those, like, okay, in the Middle East, stuff like that, you know, they have, like, where if a woman was, like, raped or something, or, sorry, I keep on saying that hard R, like, raped or whatever, that she has to, like, either marry the guy who did it, which is horrible, or she has to, like, or, like, her brother or her father's gonna, like, kill her or something. Like, that's so extreme. That's so fucking extreme. No. Neither of those options. Um, you know, like, that kind of stuff is too much. Like, cause it's like she suffered once, and they're saying, like, I don't know. I don't know, cause, like, I don't know how I could take back that. I don't, cause following the previous logic, that does make sense, or so, like, but I don't agree with it on a moralist stance. So if I don't agree with it in that situation, I think maybe uh, Dr. Viktor Frankl actually did do good. Like, I don't. It was just probably really hard, like, because I see it from his perspective, which it would have been really hard to be in that position and to carry all that burden, because it's already hard enough to be like a just a normal therapist or whatever, but to be like a therapist in an internment camp, that's a whole other level of, like, oh, he probably, and, well, like, I mean, he didn't even come out unscathed himself. His wife and child died in there, and he was the one that survived. That's fucked up. So many sad stories. Honestly, we should have just stayed at behavioralism, right? We should have just stayed at behavioralism, because it's like it was kind of noticing behavior, like, it's all like surface level understanding of what the psyche could do, or, like, the patterns of the psyche. We didn't really even care what was going on internally, as far as, like, you know, what the brain is thinking, or the drives of that. We were just like, you know, behavioralism is just about this, like, uh point A to point B, like, you know, if you do this, this happens. Like, you know, the Pavlov dog thing. It's like, you know, it's just like, we do this, this happens, you know. Whereas, like, psychology kind of was like, but why? But why did they do it? And it was like, well, it's a trauma. It's trauma. Like, everything's trauma. Everything's trauma. Some kind of trauma. Some kind of trauma. Or they're horny. One or the other. And it's probably both. So that's what happened there. Yep, we should just stick with behavioralism. But I don't know. No, it's probably good that we did explore into psychology, because if we would have stayed at behavioralism and we just kept on doing that, so many more of these, like, especially in the era of AI, if we would have stayed with behavioralism, then we wouldn't even have the sense to question some of the impulses and triggers and what the algorithm, like, does to us. We wouldn't have enough sentience over those different, like, microaggressions towards the human race, you know. But it's like a heavy burden, right? To be aware, to understand those things is a burden unto itself. Because, yeah, like, ignorance is bliss, right? If you don't know anything, you don't, you know. But yeah, it's really hard. I mean, life, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, at any level, it doesn't matter if you're smart or really retarded. Life is hard. Life is hard because we're all human. We live in meat suits. It's very hard existence. Um, yep, very hard. Um, but I think, I remember when I was younger, I was so, like, more like, I don't know, there were certain things I took pride in, but then I would have, like, really deep insecurities over other things. I still do. I still have those insecurities. But they're not so, like, sharp in my mind, you know? Like, they're kind of like more of a dull pain than a sharp pain, you know? Also, I feel like the world sort of adapted to my quirks and now it has become the norm. So I don't really think that. Well, I don't know. There's two kinds of people, right? There's only two kinds of people in the world. There's people who see their pros and their like they see their merits and their demerits. They see what they're good at and see what they're bad. Like, they just, see themselves. And then they're like, okay, well, I suck at those things, but I'm gonna try my best to continue to do the things that I'm good at. And then they just, like, kind of specialize in whatever those things are. They just kind of, we're gonna go that way, only that way, and avoid everything else. They're like a quarterback or something. Um, I think that's what a quarterback is. They run, right? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know football. But then there's another group of people who are like, well, I'm already good at this, but I'm not good at these things. So maybe I should do these because I already know how to do those things. But now I'd like to try to do these things I have absolutely no idea how to do. You know, those are the two different. Like, doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. It's those two people. Those are the only two types of people in the world. It's like, do you want to improve your deficits, or do you want to continue to invest in your merits or whatever? Or what's the opposite of deficits? I don't know. Unfortunately, I was really coaxed in being the one that, like, focused on the deficits or whatever and trying to improve those. So that's why I was like, for the time, I don't know anymore, but for the time, I was a little bit more well adjusted. At times. I don't know, but I feel like that was a lie anyway. Because, like I said, my family was like a big group of liars, and they said a bunch of shit that was just like either not true or not helpful. Like, too many betrayals. I mean, yeah, you could question some of them, like, oh, who did this or whatever, like, maybe, and then you have just like a sneaky suspicion over, oh, it's probably that person or whatever. But there's some instances where I had blatant facts, like blatant proof that it was them who did the nasty bad things. So, in those circumstances, it hurts because it's like, well, like, it's not a misunderstanding. It's like, you can't take that back because it's not a misunderstanding now, is it? If you understand it this way, then it means you do know what you're doing, Like, because if somebody's ignorant about that, and that's the thing too, right? It's like, if somebody just doesn't know what they're doing, like, if they're like, well, I don't know really what the consequences of this thing are, or whatever. Like, if nobody tells them, like, and unfortunately, they were not smart enough to figure out by themselves, Um, yeah, no, I don't think it's their fault. Because they're ignorant. Like, what do they do? Um, but yeah, I think I'm ready to go to bed. Oh yeah, it's already been 1 hour, so I think I could probably go to bed. Like, I just wanted to stay up, like, for 1 hour. And then I was gonna take off my makeup and go to bed. So, look at the highlight. I did such a good job. Look at, I created a cheekbone. This side's crap. Look at this is it's puffy right here. I don't know. Like, it is just utter crap on this side. Like, even if I get the good light, it's still crap, right? But this side's my good side. Even the eyeliner and everything. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna take. I don't know if I'm gonna remove my makeup. I might just go to bed in my makeup because I'm really tired. But I do need to at least take out my contacts. Thank you, Joanne. Or Joan. Is it Joanne or Joan? Sorry you came late in the stream. I was singing and all that stuff earlier before I was tired. Like, our state fair is a great state. No, I didn't sing that song. But I was singing a bunch of musicals, and I was talking about different musicals, discography or whatever, and also Carl Jung and his like whole life and stand. Well, not really about him. I was actually talking more about Sabina Spielman, but of course, like when you mention her, you have to mention Carl Jung. Joan, like Joan of Arc. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Joan. I. Where are you from, Joan? I'm gonna just go take. I'll still be on the live. I'm just gonna take out my contacts at least. Probably just at least lay in bed or something. You know? Yeah. I forgot to like it. I brought 3 bags, but I forgot some like really basic shit. Well, I was kind of like, this was such a spur of the moment invite from this dude. So I don't even know. I was just like, you know what, fuck it, might as well. Might as well. I don't even give a shit. And oh no, I brought my contact solution. Okay, I thought I forgot that. I did forget my toothbrush, which sucks. South Carolina. Wait, what's famous there? When I think of I live in Oregon, FYI. So. Wait. North Carolina. No, that North Carolina. It was South Carolina somewhere. I'm thinking of a baseball player. I don't think I'm thinking of the right things. I am not familiar with the Carolinas, especially not enough to know the difference. Other than one is south of the other one, and north. The other one is north of the other. But yeah, the first thing that popped in my mind was baseball, and I don't even know if that's what makes y'all famous or not. Okay. Let me see. What's that like? Okay, I thought of Georgia too, but like that's Georgia. I was like peaches. And what is South Carolina? What do you do there? What's in South Carolina? I don't even know what's in South Carolina. Oh. Um. No, we don't have baseball team. You don't even have a baseball team. Shit. Like, okay, it's like, it's one thing not to be famous for baseball, but you don't even have a baseball team. Oh, it's sad. Oh, why did I think of baseball? Okay, tell me what's famous there. Anyway. Like Florida, they have like the Florida water, and they have like the cuckoos going everywhere, and then like Miami's like, you know, bikinis and shit. What Charleston and Myrtle Beach. I've heard of Myrtle Beach. I don't. Okay. What goes on there? Like what kind of people are going around there? Myrtle. Myrtle is like Myrtle. Isn't it like French for blueberry? It's Blueberry Beach. That's cute. Do you guys have a lot of blueberries? I really like blueberries. Some people don't like blueberries. Well, okay. The thing is, right? Like there's two kind of blueberries, you know. There's the mushy and very sweet but very mushy applesaucey type of blueberries, and then there's they're blue, but they're a little tangy and kind of sweet. I like those ones. They taste like nature Skittles. I think I don't like the super sweet ones, the overripe ones, because I'm not really like, because they're almost like applesauce, you know. I'm not really into applesauce, so they don't have any appeal to me. I feel like they should be in like juices or something, or you know, like I like eating the slightly sour blueberries. They taste good by like, you know, just to eat, because they also have like the boba effect where it's like, you know, you go through the skin. They got a good texture too. Well, I live in the upstate part of South Carolina. It's more famous for being close to the mountain. Oh, mountains! Oh, nice, nice. I like mountains. I'm not sure if we are famous for blueberries. It's probably just the name. They probably call it Myrtle Beach because like the water is like blue as blueberry or something like that, yeah. Or maybe it was like named after a woman, you know, because that's a woman's name. uh, you know, I live in Oregon, so yeah, we do have like a coast, but it's like cold, you know. It's not really like even if we have beaches, it's not really a beach, you know what I'm saying? Um, but you know, well, during the summertime it is during the summertime, but during the rest of the year, it's like no, that's a coast, you know. That's not a beach. That's a coast. You still gotta wear like 3 layers, even. Yeah, just stepping on out there. Okay, so it's been like 20 minutes after I said that I was gonna, like, you know, cause like, I mean, today's daily task is like utterly dumb. I wish I would have wrote like, oh, daily task karaoke singing. Cause I was singing earlier. I was singing all these musical numbers. But now I'm too tired. Well, even if I wasn't tired, like, even if I just want to stay up and sing, I'm too old now. You know, I'm 36. I need my rest. So, only thing I knew about was Oregon Trail. How everyone dies of dysentery. And you magically get like 10,000 pounds of meat from a hunt that you get. But, all the other food, like, is not there, random. Anyway, I don't know why, but like when I was starting to go to sleep, I had a dream of the movie The Mannequin. But then they were all like, okay, so Hollywood, you know, that guy. I went, oh, Hollywood. And then they got the fucking pyramid together. Hollywood. I'm so tired, I'm gonna fall asleep. It wouldn't be so bad if like I had like a tripod holding my phone. So, so, あらべつそうさ、禁止っていうこと。そう、禁止なの。私と、あ、なんでまず、ドレスを着るやつを、意味わかんないな。お釜みたいな。なんでその人が私の、はい、マクドを食べてに行くね。あ、so, okay, yeah, anyway, 22 minutes after, so I'm gonna end the stream. Okay, take care, be good, bye bye.